Good afternoon, Bookfighters. It's Tuesday, it's Lauren, and we're going to talk about books again. Yay! That's where the intro would go if my computer wasn't stupid. But it is, so there's no intro. So I'll dance for you instead. Bookfighters. That's my temporary intro. It's not as good. Oh well. So last week I read... Things are falling all over the place. Last week I read More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark by Alvin Schwartz. It was super short. There's really nothing I can say about this other than the fact that the scary stories in this, some of them are actually pretty creepy. And even like I'm practically an adult now, I'm almost 19. So some of them still kind of gave me, you know, the willies, the hoo-has, as they call them in this book. They do. I couldn't make that up if I tried. They call them hoo-has. But yeah, so I can't, they're really too short to review on their own, and we'd be here forever if I did, because there were 28 of them, and so I don't want to do that. But the only problem I had with some of them, if I could critique it at all, would be that some of them end very abruptly. And I know that that's supposed to be like scary, but it just kind of annoyed me. So, yeah. Oh, and I think my favorite part about these is like a few of them in the book, they give instructions to the reader. Like, it'll be all like, and then say it, and then in parentheses it'll be all like, and then lunge at the audience, and yell, and I thought that was really funny, because I don't remember that from elementary school. Because I always just read them to myself. I never actually read them to other people. So, yeah, that's what I read. It was great. If you have, you know, any younger siblings or anything, give them these books, because they're just endless amounts of ridiculous fun. So, yeah. What I'm going to read this week, since it's Teen Read Week, and we didn't find out that we were reading YA novels until after Dan and I had already posted our videos from last week. I'm reading YA novels kind of this week. So what had happened was, after I finished More Scary Stories, I finished it in like an hour, because it's, you know, what, 80 pages long. So I finished it in like an hour, and then it was like 3 in the morning, and I was like, oh, I don't have anything else to do. I'm not tired. So I started reading Infinity by Sherilyn Kenyon. It's the first book in the Chronicles of Nick. It's the YA spin-off of her adult series, the Dark Hunter series, which I've loved for like years. So I was really excited to read these because it's one of the characters from that story, Nick, when he was a teenager. And so we were all like, ooh, Nick, I love Nick. Nick and I have issues. Anyway, crazy talk. So I started reading this one, and I was like, oh, I'll just read, you know, like a couple chapters and see if I like it, and then I'll read that for my book next week, whatever. And then that's how far I got. These are the pages that I've read. This is what I have left. So it would be really unfair for me to say that this is the book that I'm reading this week when I only have like 60 pages left. So I'm going to finish Infinity, and I will talk about that one in my next video, but I am going to read a different book because that's not going to take me very long. The book that fell, of course. I'm going to reread for Teen Read Week one of the greatest YA novels, like before YA was even a genre, The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. And I haven't read this book since 7th grade, but from 7th grade, I remember basically that my favorite character was Soda Pop, and that this book was absolutely fantastic. So, and that's all I really remember. So rereading it is probably a good idea. Yeah. But I think it's very appropriate for Teen Read Week. So yeah. The Outsiders. We'll talk about that one and Infinity briefly next Tuesday. So yeah, questions and stuff. Katie's question was, how tall are you? I'm 5'8". I know you can't really tell. I'm tall, I swear. I'm not a midget. I know. Shocking, but I'm not. Yeah. Is that it? Oh, right. This one's for Dan only. Dan, I regret to inform you that the council, i.e. Sarah, Katie, and I, mostly Sarah and Katie, have decided that because you did not read a book a week in the 3 weeks that you were gone, you are to be punished. I know. But the council has spoken, and so it shall be. I am not going to give you your punishment today. You will hear your punishment tomorrow from Sarah. And yeah. Sorry. My hands are tied. Not really. I kind of want to see you get punished again. It's been a while. Yeah. So that concludes the video. I will see all of you next Tuesday. Fare thee well, Bookfighters.